Welcome dears. Before going to the session, I suggest you to meditate every day to increase your concentration power towards the session. Here in this session, I would like to facilitate a part of speech, pronoun. What is pronoun? A pronoun is a word that replaces a noun in a sentence, and we are using this to avoid repeating the same noun over and over again. Here is a definition of a pronoun. Pronoun is a sentence element used to replace a noun or a noun equivalent construction. The replaced noun is name the antecedent. What are pronouns? Pronouns are known as noun substitutes. As I told you already, we are using pronoun to avoid the repetition of a noun in a sentence. Give variety to your writing because you do not repeat the same noun over and over. Then what are the categories of pronouns? There are 8 categories of pronouns. The categories of pronouns are personal pronouns, possessive pronouns, demonstrative pronouns, reflexive and emphatic pronouns, interrogative pronouns, relative pronouns, reciprocal pronouns, and indefinite pronouns. What is personal pronoun? Personal pronouns represent specific people or things. We use them depending on the number, which means whether it is a singular number or plural number which we are using in a sentence. Singular in the sense I, plural form of singular is we. Then what person we are using, whether the first person or a second or a third person. Whom do we call as the first person? I would like to give a recap to you. What is first person? Whom do we call as first person? The person who is speaking is called a first person. Here I am speaking, so I am first person. Who is listening is a second person. You are listening, so you are second person. You, we are using both for singular and as well plural. Whom do we call as third person? To whom we are conveying a message, what we converse, we call them as third person. Third person singular are he, she, it, and third person plural are they. Gender, what gender we are using in a sentence? Whether it is a male gender, for male gender we are using a pronoun, personal pronoun as he. If it is a female gender we are using in a sentence, we are using she for female gender. And we are using neuter gender, we are using it as a personal pronoun in a sentence. And what case it is, whether it is a subject or object. If a subject, we is a pronoun, personal pronoun, and if it is an object, we are using us as a personal pronoun. We use personal pronouns in place of the person or people that we are talking about. Here are the personal pronouns followed by some example sentences. If it is a singular number in a sentence, first person singular, male or female both, subject I. If it is object, me, we are using as a personal pronoun. Similarly, if it is a second person singular, male or female, you for subject, same you for object. Same singular third person, for male we are using he as a subject and him as an object. For female, she as a subject and her for object. It for subject and it for object for neuter gender. Plural form, if there are plural in number in a sentence, for first person male or female, we as a subject and us as object. And second person male or female both, you for subject both, and again you for object. Third person male, female or neuter gender, whomever it may be, for subject we are using they, for object we are using them. See few examples for your better understanding. I like coffee. Here I is a subject. Same for object, John helped me. Here for object we are using same I as me. We are changing same I as me. Similarly, do you like coffee? Here you as a subject, John loves you. Here you we are using as object. He runs fast. Did Ram beat him? She is clever. Does Mary know her? We went home. We is a subject. Anthony drove us. Us we are using as object. It doesn't work. Subject. Can the engineer repair it? Object. Do you need a table for 3? Subject. Did John and Mary beat you are doubles subject. Let us go again to the example sentences. See, for both you and it, singular, we are using same it and you for subject and as well as object. They played doubles. John and Mary beat them. They subject, and here in the second sentence them we are using as object. Now as an activity for you, write sentences using each of the subject pronouns, underline each subject pronoun, and write sentences using the pronoun as object and underline the object pronouns. Total of 16 pronouns you are going to write. You can combine subject and object pronouns in your sentences. What is possessive pronoun? We use possessive pronouns to refer to a specific person. By uttering a word, by pronouncing a word possessive, we could understand very clearly what do we call as possessive. One who possesses. What do we possess? What do we own? We use possessive pronouns to refer a specific person, people or thing or things. The antecedent. Belonging to a person, people, and sometimes belonging to an animal, and as well animals or thing or things. You will never find a possessive pronoun near a noun, despite the fact it is the genitive of personal pronoun. We use possessive pronouns depending on number. Similarly, how we were using the personal pronoun, such a way we are using possessive pronouns also with such cases, with such irregularities. Like a number, what we are using, if it is a singular number, mine. If it is a plural number, we are using ours. Person, first person, mine as a possessive pronoun. For second person, yours we are using as a possessive pronoun. For third person, his we are using as a possessive pronoun. Gender, if it is a male gender, his. For a female gender, hers. Here are few example sentences contain possessive pronouns. Be subject and object. Refer to a singular or plural antecedent to. For singular, first person, male or female both, we are using mine. Second person, male or female both, we are using yours. Third person, if it is a male, which means he, for he we are using his. For female, for she we are using hers. A plural form, if there is a plural form in a sentence, for a first person we are using both male and female, ours. Second person, male and female, we are using yours. Third person, male, female and neuter, we are using theirs. They, theirs. You, yours. Are, ours. She, hers. He, his. You, yours. Me, mine. Now, before using this possessive pronoun for singular, my, plural, are. Your. His, her, its, their as a plural. Before mine we were using it as a singular. When we convert the same singular into plural form, we are using ours in the possessive pronoun. When it was there in a singular, we were using yours. After converting into the plural, we are using yours. His, hers, its for singular, theirs for plural. Next is reflexive pronoun. Reflect the action. We could understand very clearly by reading out the name, reflexive pronoun. Reflect the name or reflect the action of the verb back to a noun or pronoun in the sentence. Formed by adding self or selves, which means by writing pronoun, reflexive pronoun will be adding self for singular, selves for plural as appropriate to the personal pronoun. Example, I cut myself while shaving. Listen here clearly. I, singular. For I, we are using myself. You, here is a singular. We are using, you are losing yourself in your work. The boys, plural, we are using themselves. Instead, themselves, we are using themselves as heroes, since it is a plural. Next is intensive pronoun. Intensive pronouns are used for emphasis to strengthen the subject, which means strengthening a subject, stress on the subject, formed by adding self or selves to the personal pronoun. He himself was as angelic as a saint. The table itself was worth more than all the 12 chairs. Actually, this reflexive pronoun and as well the intensive pronouns are identical. In the next session, I will teach you the difference between the intensive and as well the reflexive pronoun. Here in the reflexive pronoun, even in the intensive pronoun, we are giving more stress on the subject. Next is demonstrative pronoun. Demonstrative pronouns are used to point out particular person, places or things. This we are using in our regular life. You would have noticed it. They are this, that, these, those. Things which are too near, things which are near, a person who are near to us, we are using this, that. And things which are too far us, we are using these, those. For example, this is my party. These are her pencils. That is for things which is too far, which is far. That is Sofa's shirt, and those are good apples. This we are using for things which are too far from us. Those papers are soiled. A demonstrative pronoun represents a thing or things, as I told you already, near in distance or time. Things which are very near in distance and as well which are near in time, we are using this, these. Things which are too far in distance and time, we are using that, those. For singular, this. For plural, these. Things which are singular and for, that. Things which are plural and for, we are using those. Here are few examples for your better understanding. This taste is good, which means the thing which is near. These are bad times, things which is near and plural. Plural in number. That is beautiful, thing which is far and singular. Those were the days, things which are far and plural. Attention, the word that has four main functions that we are using in many areas. Demonstrative pronoun or adjective, that book is good. Here we are using that as an adjective too. Relative pronoun, anything that you remember could help a lot. Here we are using that as relative pronoun. Conjunction, he said that he had been there before. What do we call as conjunction? To connect two sentences. He said that, here we are using that as conjunction. Adverb, the snow was that high. What do we call as adverb? The word which describes a verb, we call it as adverb. Here the snow was that high. For describing a verb, we are using that. Next is interrogative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun is a pronoun to ask questions. The interrogative pronoun represents the thing that we don't know what we are asking the question about. There are four main interrogative pronouns: who, whom, what, which. The possessive pronoun whose can also be an interrogative pronoun. An interrogative possessive pronoun we can use whose we can use it. For example, person, who as subject. The person is object, we are using whom. Then the thing is, for thing, subject and object both we are using what. Person and thing both we are using which. For person alone we are using whose. Quick recapitulation of today's session. Pronoun is a word that we use instead of noun to avoid repetition of a noun. Personal pronoun is a short word we use as a simple substitute for the proper name of a person. For example, I, you, he, she, it, they, me, him, her, us and them. Possessive pronouns are all words that demonstrate ownership. This include my, mine, our, ours, its, his, hers, their, theirs, your and yours. For example, if the book belongs to me, then it is mine. Mine is possessive pronoun. Reflexive pronouns are words ending in self or selves that are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. For example, I believe in myself. I is a subject, object is myself, the object represents a subject. So, myself is a reflexive pronoun. An intensive pronoun is almost identical to a reflexive pronoun that ends in self or selves. So, what is the difference between these two pronouns? Let's explore that fascinating question. Reflexive pronouns are objects that are used to refer to the subject of the sentence. They are a necessary part of a sentence. Example, I made myself a sandwich. Here myself is referring to the subject, which is I. Since these pronouns always refers to the subject of a sentence. Do you understand? Got it? Good. Now it's time for intensive pronouns. Intensive pronouns are used to emphasize another pronoun or pronoun. Another noun or pronoun. They are also called emphatic pronoun. That means that they do not need to refer to the subject. They can refer to any old noun or pronoun in the sentence. My sister herself paid for my popcorn. Next is her. Here himself is referring to the noun. Herself is referring to the girl, referring to the sister who was paying for a popcorn. Since an intensive pronoun is used for emphasis, it is not necessary to the sentence. Whereas reflexive pronouns are necessary to the sentence. It does not give us any new information. You could take out an intensive pronoun from a sentence, and the sentence would still make a sense. After taking out of intensive pronoun also, the sentence will give sense. See here, my sister paid for my popcorn. My sister herself paid for my popcorn. Here I am removing herself, the intensive pronoun. Still the sentence is meaningful. My sister paid for my popcorn. Here it is, I made myself a sandwich. If I am removing myself, I made a sandwich is also giving sense. Demonstrative pronoun represent a thing or things that can be near in distance or time. These, or far in distance, that, those. Interrogative pronoun is used to make asking questions easy. Once you are familiar with interrogative pronouns, you will find that it is very easy to use them in a variety of situations. 5 interrogative pronouns are what, which, who, whom, and whose. Example, I wonder what we are doing tomorrow. What's your friend's name? She asked which train to take. Who was driving the car? You should ask whom to call. I wonder whose dog knocked our garbage can over. Second activity of yours, do exercise B in your cornerstone. Follow the directions carefully. Thank you for watching.